What is up, beautiful people of the internet? I go by the name of Wesley, and today we are reacting to one of the most explosive chapters in the YouTube UK diss track drama. I don't even know everything to describe it as, but this was one of the biggest chapters in the drama and the YouTube scene. We're reacting to Randolph versus Deji. We've got the first two videos that instigated the beef. We've got all three of the diss tracks, and we're packaging it up into one nice video so we can go through the whole Odyssey together. That being said, guys, if you haven't yet, subscribe down below for more reactions and comment. Let me know what other videos you want to see reactions to. You guys asked for this, so we're doing it. That being said, let's jump into it. The first chapter in this storied beef. The storied beef is Sidemen Family Fortunes, where this happened.
Name a dead YouTube channel.
Deji. Oh, wow, that's family. That's family, bro. That's family.
My favorite part of this,
Oh, wow, that's family.
is Vic's face.
Deji.
Like, look at Vic's face here. Guys, look at Vic's face here. This man sensed it. Nostravicus. He knew what was going to happen. Toby Vicus, he knew. Mystic Vic knew exactly what was going to happen. He knew that this was going to absolutely launch something. The Sidemen popped off. They knew this was bad.
That's family. That's family, bro.
Simon too.
That's family.
JJ too.
I think that's too much of an instinct.
You mean, what can you define dead?
He's trying to save it. Man's out here trying to save it.
I think that's too much of an instinct.
You mean, what can you define dead?
He's trying to defuse
Dead
it.
as in not doing well on YouTube.
Deji's doing well, man.
Our survey says...
Hey, I feel like JJ, I don't know. That wasn't that bad. I feel like that wasn't that bad.
Define dead.
Dead as in not doing well.
Like, JJ looked kind of pissed. JJ looked kind of pissed. I don't think it was that bad. But, I mean, I would take offense. I'm not going to lie. So then, Deji responded, and he said this.
Randolph, you are the Sidemen as well as JJ's bitch. You are literally their bitch. You're JJ's cameraman. He pays your salary. I mean, you spend more time with JJ than you do your own wife. You spend more time in the Sidemen house than you do in your own house. You don't treat family bad, alright?
That was wild. The thing is here, right? I don't know if this would have popped off as much as it did if he hadn't mentioned his wife. That was what would piss me off. If somebody mentioned my wife in a beef, before that it would be kind of funny, and then I'd be pissed, you know?
I used to see you as like, you know, one of us. Like family. Clearly not. You don't treat family like that.
So yeah, my bro.
I get that. In a way, I do understand that. You would feel very betrayed if somebody's disrespecting you in public like that, if it's not banter. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, but I can kind of see why somebody that you feel that you can be vulnerable with, you might get a little bit offended. But at the same time, I kind of wonder how much he wanted to lean into, like, the drama and the controversy and the content. I'm super curious, but that just sets the stage. All of that was just to set the stage so we can jump into Randolph's first diss track, Manchild, which I've never heard. I had seen those first two clips before. I have never heard this. So I'm really excited to check out this diss track. Y'all big off Randolph and his diss tracks a lot, so I'm super pumped. So, let's hit it.
Oh man, you gotta learn to take jokes better, Deji. Especially with
Constantine? Hey, shout out Constantine. He directed this?
Family.
I guess we know where he comes to the beef.
Look, you're right, I've been living at the Sidemen house. I took your room, bitch, they kicked you out cause you ain't paying rent, you couldn't find the cash. Let me clear the air and take out the trash. It's over, you lost your pedigree. I'm more of a man than you ever be. I'm digging your grave, this is your cemetery. This shit elementary. You can't take a joke, you need to relax, G.
See, I feel like that's what it is. I think that's what it is. That's the thing, man. You can't take a joke, you need to relax, G. It's weird. I mean, most diss tracks, I feel like the person who's dissing kind of seems angry. This one, Randolph just seems like he's like, yo, man, what are you doing? Like, hey brother, can you calm down for a second? Is the tone that I'm getting. Like, hey boss, chill, alright? It wasn't that serious. Like, he seems, this is a diss track, I guess, but he almost seems like he's trying to get Deji to calm down. It's like a chill out track. It's like a, hey man, relax track. You know, warning shots track.
Back in LA, I was paying for your taxis.
Ooh.
You're the poorest rich man that I know. Every time your card comes out, decline, bro. How you gonna speak on my living arrangements when you're young, rich, and you're famous? Now, Deji, tell me, are you brain dead? Cause you still live with your parents. I got loyalty deep in my veins. You got no brains, you got no friends, you got no game. Losing your fame, losing your name.
Hey.
This is your end. You're just a poor man, I can't lie.
Never mind. Never mind. That's mean. That's mean. The thing though is, this is the type of diss track that I think is way worse. It's the type of diss track where someone is just saying things that they think are true. Right? Like, it's the type of diss where it's like, hey man, I just think that all these things about you are not admirable. I think they're detestable. Let me lay them out for you. And that's so much worse than someone just being like, hey, you're a bitch. It's like, okay, whatever. But Randolph is just kind of stating, like, there are opinions mixed in, but he's kind of just stating facts. He's kind of just stating facts, eh?
Game, losing your fame, losing your name. This is your end. You're just a poor man, I can't lie. You're just a Walmart KSI. You went to war with the wrong guy. There is no way you can hide. Nothing you've achieved is credible. Too busy taking edibles.
Hey!
Stage just hours before. That is something I cannot ignore.
What?
Real reason you lost the fight.
What?
Way too busy getting high.
What?
No grit, no heart, no fight. No faith or bark, no bite.
What? Is that real? If that's real, this diss track is so brutal because it's literally just listing how you, like, were irresponsible as a human. Is that real? He was getting high before the Jake Paul fight? He was taking edibles backstage because he couldn't deal with the pressure of the fight? That, dude, this isn't a diss track. This is like some, like, you took ayahuasca and you're confronted with all the mistakes you've made in your life. That's sad. Like, in a way, like, some other diss tracks, I'm just like, like, let go. This is almost like, this feels more like an intervention than a diss track. In a weird way. Like, this feels more like, hey, bro, like, you need to get with it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, man, I love you. This is how you've been messing up in your life, and I think you need to fix it. This is what this feels to me, right? Am I crazy for that? Like, I almost feel a weird, like, big brother paternal thing here. Like, hey, man, you're moving weird and you need to fix it. That's what I get from this. That's the vibe I get from this. Like, there's other diss tracks where people say mean things or it's real. But this one, it seems like, he's like, man, you are messing up in your life. And you need to fix it. That's how it feels. I don't know. It's strange. It's almost more brutal. Hey! Hey!
10 minutes with you and they bounce. Soon as they figure out what you're about. So sad you're alone. Cam girl, should be stoner. It's just you and your boner. Catfish, no atonement. Remember that girl from Tinder? You wanted to go and link her. Turned out she was a guy. I warned you, man, no lie. Only get your dick sucked at strip clubs. You're rich, but
whoa,
get pictures for the 10K bit, but your bro that you're
maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we can throw out what I just said. Maybe he's just being honest and he doesn't like him. And he's just like, F you, bro. F you, bro. I've been waiting to say this for a while. Now I can say everything I've been thinking about you for a long time. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe that was a bad read, eh? That might have been a bad read. Yeesh. What up, Jammy?
Strip clubs, you're rich, but can't get pictures for the 10K bit, but your bro that you'll fuck, and still came back with no look.
Ooh.
And still you lied. Man, I swear my mother tried to wingman you all night, but she just preferred your brother. That's the story of your life, right? That's peak, but you sleep with a nightlight. Oh man, did I reach too deep? Getting bodied by me. Care-sized bitch, I've been let off the leash.
Ooh.
Yeesh.
That was kind of... Ow! There's a beat swap? There's a beat swap? That's wild. Did you guys hear the violin come in? I was just going to say, I feel like calling himself KSI's bitch diffuses the one thing that Deji probably had over him, right? He's like, yeah, I work for your brother. And?
Your brother, that's the story of your life, right? That's peak, but you sleep with a nightlight. Oh man, did I reach too deep? Getting bodied by me. KSI's bitch, I've been let off the leash.
That's such a good move.
Yeesh. Oh, you thought I was done?
That violin.
Halfway through and even spoke on your channel. That's 16 more rounds of automatic ammo. I ain't seen that much red since Jake handled your face. But it's all good, at least you got paid. Oh wait, 20%, that's all you got. Could've been 40, but you got dropped.
Hey.
Extorting your brother, trying to get half. Didn't get your own way, so ran back to your park. Give you a roof, give you a chef, give you a coach, give you the checks. But you bit the hand that feeds you. Use the joke, use the mess. Too pussy to fight Weller, he's too scared to fight Gibbs. So instead you're settling for that American kid Alex Wasabi, acting like he's Muhammad Ali, but still thinking that's an easy fight. Hardly, can't compete on the mat. You'll try and get me in the ring, but I'm a fat motherfucker.
Can we just say, like, respect to Randolph? It's hard to diss somebody. Like, what's Deji gonna diss him on if he just said, he basically just said, I'm KSI's bitch and I'm fat. Like, you try to fight me and he's like, but I don't fight. It's like, how do you
I ain't fighting anything.
that's like chess moves.
Cause you changed your name, nah. It's cause you never changed your lane. Doing the same old shit after August 25th. Same old Deji, manchild, little bitch.
Hey.
Randolph.
You know how sometimes in diss tracks it kind of sounds like they're joking and having fun? That was not a joke.
Same old Deji, manchild, little bitch.
This feels like, okay,
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Like, this just sounds like he's been wanting to say this forever, man. This sounds like Randolph just said everything he wanted to say about him. Everything. That was brutal. In some ways, like, I think there's been more brutal diss tracks in the sense of, like, the allegations that they were bringing up and stuff. But in a way, the fact that he just seemed like he was purely being honest about what he thought about Deji without a lot of actual malice somehow made this one so much more brutal. Do you know what I mean? Like, this one just felt so, like, brutal. Y'all are saying the second one's even more brutal? Well, we're gonna get to that, but next up, we're gonna listen to Deji's, man. Next up, we're gonna dish into Deji's. So let's jump in. Next up, we got Deji's rant. This is his response. And let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. All right, ready? Alright, this beat's kind of fire already, though, to be fair. This beat kind of sounds sick, though.
Let's start off with the obvious things. You got less subs and you're clearly not slim. You're a YouTube scribe, I'm a YouTube king. Starting a war that you're not gonna win. So
Mid.
Andrew, stop it. All of the talk, just stop it.
Mid.
When I was at my house counting up all the racks, you were at the Sidemen house squatting. Fat fuck, Sidemen house got you all gassed up.
The beat is fuego. Honestly, this beat is amazing. Somebody needs to take this beat and do something with it. I just feel like the disses Deji's coming with so far, he called him fat. Randolph called himself fat, so there's no power in that, right? There's just no power in that. And he also just like, my channel's bigger than yours. I don't know.
You jumped in the track and you wanna act tough. If you jumped in the ring, you get slapped up.
You can't diss him for not getting in the ring with you when he just said that. Like, Deji's dissing him, and it's like he hasn't listened to Randolph's track. You can't be... Randolph literally said, I'm not boxing you, I'm fat. You can't then be like, yo, if you box me, I'll beat you up. Again, he's not saying... Like, if Randolph was like, yo, I'll beat your ass, then you can say, like, yo, I'll beat your ass. But you can't... If someone already has given that ground, they've already surrendered that you win in that area, it's no longer intimidating to say, yeah, I'll slap you up. There's no power in anything Deji's saying, man. So far, at least. Maybe he'll get something else off, but we'll see. Oh, sheesh! Oh, bro. Oh!
You wanna talk about peas, your wedding was shit and the dress looked cheap.
Oh, okay. Alright. Alright. That's a good diss. That's a good diss. Everyone in chat's just like a horse? Like a horse? Okay, like, that's a good diss. That's a good diss. That's something that would piss someone off, man. That's something that would piss someone off. This is something that would piss a wife off too. Like, let's listen back.
Like a horse, then I'll go take it for a drive in the Porsche. If you saw the messages and letters by Laura, you'd be screaming divorce. You wanna talk about peas, your wedding was shit and the dress looked cheap.
That would piss off the wife. He got a couple lines for Randolph and a verse for his wife. If you want to piss off any girl, say the dress looked cheap. Nothing will piss off a girl more than that, I feel like. Like, Laura's like, babe, you gotta rip this fucker. Babe. Everything else was like a 6. That's a 12. Those were pretty good. I think those were pretty good bars as far as like things. Because I guess in a diss track, I rate things on how much they would piss off the recipient, right? That's what a diss track is. You're trying to get under somebody's skin. I think those last few lines from Deji are the only things that would have actually had the... Because rapping about someone else's wife is disrespectful. I think that'll piss him off. Rapping about someone's dress being cheap will piss off the wife. So I think that's pretty good. Everyone's like, Deji's a furry?
It's about to be so peak. You fucked up, I'm gonna go deep. Andrew Shane gets sent to the gallows, so your bars are deep, but they're also shallow. You went to uni for a whole 3 years just to be stuck in JJ's shadow. All the years you've been begging, probably changed his bedding. But the one thing you ain't been spreading is that JJ paid for your wedding.
Ooh.
I'm happy, like, I got my wife. I'm enjoying.
When you have your wife, you might have her that long.
I never hear this beat just land. And I swear that I love this one.
Yeah, I challenged and he ran.
I don't know. Does that bother you guys? I don't know. If I had like a super successful rich friend or a boss that I worked for, and they were like, yo, you've done a great job, and they paid for my wedding, y'all are saying that wasn't true? I don't know, man. That wouldn't bother me. That just wouldn't bother me. I don't know. I'm like, yeah, it's true. Whatever. He gave me a gift. It's a gift, whatever. Everyone's saying it was a gift, but it wasn't for the wedding. I don't know. I just don't feel like that's a big diss. And also, like, I don't want to be a dick as well, because Deji has worked very hard on his channel and stuff. But I feel like him continuing to diss Randolph for being in his shadow, I feel like is a bad idea. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Deji got a lot of his, or Deji got all of his initial clout from being in JJ's videos, you know? So I just feel like it's kind of weird. What up, Ollie? I feel like that's a weird diss for Deji to make specifically because of how he came up. Like, Randolph and Deji both had their initial come up because they worked with JJ. So it's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of a weird diss. Does that make sense? I don't know.
He ain't messing with the man. He know I got all the plans. He know I'm making the bands. All the lies I cannot
The beats
stand.
are crazy, though.
Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Yeah.
Is he referencing Anne Frank? Hey, what's up, David? Is he referencing Anne Frank? Like, that doesn't diss Rudolph. That's just kind of fucked up. What the hell? Dude, that's pretty fucked up. What? I don't know why. That just seems like going to a whole level that a YouTube beef. Like, what? Huh? I don't know exactly. I would need to suss out exactly why, but that's kind of disgusting to me. I don't know why exactly. It's just kind of heinous to compare Rudolph. Like, he's comparing himself to the Gestapo and the Nazis. That's just weird, dog. That's just weird.
Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne.
I'm surprised this didn't get more, honestly. I'm surprised that didn't get more.
JJ this, JJ that. Call me Walmart, let's talk facts. JJ's in your top 10 videos. JJ got you that YouTube plaque. JJ's cameraman, JJ's bitch. Got your lips on JJ's dick. When JJ got signed to a label, JJ didn't even bring you in. How can this guy battle me? Brother pays a salary. He cannot handle me. Lay off the calories. LA wanna bring it up. This dirt, dig it up. Did you tell Laura all the girls you were ringing
Ooh!
up?
Hey, what's up, Examination?
That's true, but I'm worth 5 mil, 5 more than you. All your music is trash, Will Smith, you're an actor. Fat prick, get the camera, hold the smoke like cancer. Yeah, I challenged and he ran, he ain't messing with the man.
Ah, man. I don't know. The thing is, all this stuff, I feel like all this stuff about money, Randolph relying on JJ, right, for, like, help and stuff, and, that's all of that, and like Deji's channel being bigger and whatnot. I don't even really feel like those are disses with anything on them. They've got no sting. I just don't think they have any sting. The only things I'll say that Deji said in this track that I think are good disses are when he's attacking their relationship. And that only works if there's something to be attacked. Like, if there's things and insecurities, like, it works as a sign of disrespect, right? And it could get under their skin. I don't know, man.
And he know I got all the plans. He know I'm making the bands. All the lies I cannot stand. Cause he begging off the clan. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne.
I hate that line, man.
Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Hey. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne. Yeah, he ran, hiding like he's Anne.
Like, I don't get offended. I guess I'm not offended. I just don't know the parallel that he's trying to make here. Because, like, what was Anne Frank's? You can't be like, yo, Anne Frank was such a pussy for hiding from a dictatorship that literally was, like, exterminating her people. I'm like, what? What? It just makes no sense, mama. It just makes no sense, mama. I just don't get that. That line is so weird. It's just such a weird parallel to draw. Like, oh, mama. Oh, mama. Okay, well, I do think, to be fair, guys, I think Deji got off a couple of good lines. I think Deji did get off a couple of good lines. I think the lines about the relationship are the only things that would probably bother Randolph in this whole thing. But I think those ones were good. I think Randolph's first diss track had more sting on it, though, if I'm being honest. So, that was Rand. Then we've got Victory Speech by Randolph. Then we got Victory Speech by Randolph, y'all. So this is our denouement, the conclusion to this diss track battle. And let's see what Randolph has to say in response. You know what, actually, as well? The other thing that I don't rate about Deji's diss track is he didn't actually respond to anything Randolph said. Like, Deji could have written his diss track if he didn't listen to Randolph's. And I'm not convinced he did listen to Randolph's. Because it's like he did specifically attack him on the avenues that Randolph already surrendered on. So, I think that's the thing I don't rate the most. Deji didn't actually respond to anything Randolph said. So, like, he automatically kind of is saying, like, oh, okay, that's kind of true. You know what I mean? So, let's hit this one. Let's hit this one. Victory Speech. What we got?
It's the last time I'm doing this. I would take a bullet for your brother.
Oh!
If the trigger's aiming at you, I'ma pull it. Get lucky, I promised it might go easy on you. That's the only reason I'm leaving you still breathing. I'ma skin you still, no doubt.
That was kind of sick. That was kind of sick. Because I feel like it's weird to me that was the... You know what? Now I can actually figure out what was weird to me about it. Deji keeps on attacking Randolph for basically being a ride or die homie. That's weird, right? Like, if I'm an only child, but I'm just imagining. I have a brother, and my brother has a friend who's like his boy, his number 2, helps him make videos, helps him make money, and like, that's what you always say that you want. Like, you want friends that really ride with you. You want friends that really would look after you, that help you, right? How weird is it to attack somebody who has loyalty to your brother and to be like, oh, that makes you weak? Like, that's not being somebody's bitch. That's being a good friend, a loyal friend, or even, like, a good coworker. I just think that's kind of weird. That's what I think it is. And, like, Randolph saying, I would take a bullet for your brother, kind of invalidates, what up, dog? Kind of invalidates all of that, those disses where Deji's saying, like, oh, you're in JJ's shadow, this, that. It's like, no, I'm loyal to your brother. I love your brother. I work with him. And I think that that's fine, right? I think that's fine.
Keep a name out of your mouth. Lost all respect. Hey, every you still, no doubt. Keep a name out of your mouth. Lost all respect. Hey, everything.
I told you the wife bars would get him a little bit.
Watch your language, you're making your family proud. That's foul. You kiss your mommy with those lips, and your dad too when he's done filming your clips. Who's a real bitch? Hire a cameraman, you cheapskate. About to spill the tea while I'm stuffing down his cheesecake. Wait, how dare you speak on my wedding when you getting bitches pregnant, and then you fucking end it. I can't really comprehend it. Thought you had a good upbringing, but I guess you really didn't. Got them wrapped around your finger. Look, I know you're sick of me, so let this trap be your obituary. All you see is the bitch of me and think that's worth your victory. Look in the mirror, see the symmetry between you for me, it's nothing. That's why I'm winning comfortably. Acting like you're tough as shit. You ain't even wanna fight. Every time you would get hit, you bow down and cry. Sparring at the crib, all we did was dry your eyes. You can't even write a diss without faking every line. Too busy begging fangirls for nude pics. 16 years old, Deji, that's some mad movements. And when you don't get any, you
that's bad. That's bad. Is that real? Dude.
get ruthless. It's the truth, bitch. Please don't make me prove this. Career ending, I'm recommending you quiet down. Resurrecting your channel, man, where's my fucking crown? You're a clown. Only find it funny when you're joking. I'm glad I'm exposing you in the open. You're hoping they think it's fake. You ungrateful little snake. Listen.
You're hoping they think this is fake right when I'm like, is that real? Is that real?
Nail in the coffin, right? A will for your estate. I don't care how much you make. I know you're rich and you stashed it, but have you ever driven the car and not crashed it? You said it yourself.
It's really interesting to me, right? Like, this is what I think the difference is. Randolph actually replies to the claims Deji makes. Deji doesn't reply to anything Randolph claims, right? And he's like, yeah, you're rich, okay. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, yeah, you're rich. And then all those lines of where Deji and his diss tracks like, I'm richer than you. It's like, oh, and Randolph's like, yeah, you are. I don't care. I still don't like or respect you. You're like, oh, well, that sucks, right? He's, because when Randolph's like, yeah, you kick my ass and you're richer than me, but I think you're a trash human being and here's why. That hurts way more, doesn't it? That hurts way more for some reason. Okay, well, yeah, that's a good distinction. 16 is legal in the UK, but it's still a little weird.
Houses, so give your mother a break and move out of yourself. You own bare houses, so give your mother a break and move out then. Jealous of your brother now that I'm around.
Oh.
Your life is literally just his hand-me-downs.
Oh.
Everything about you is embarrassing. Even your own team through the tower lit. Misogynistic, egotistic little prick. Harassing your own fans, trying to get your dick lit. You actually make me sick. You know that you ain't shit. Without Big Bro, you wouldn't even exist. And don't chat shit about my uni degree when you don't even have one GCSE. Stole your beat from my producer, refusing to pay his price.
Whoa!
For his effort, forgetting the throne's mine.
Whoa!
I escalated this, but you crushed the line. Now I'm closing the book. You ain't worth my time.
I was 16 at the time.
That was pretty wild.
FaceTime me, ring me, I will speak to you. So I just aid in. He texts me like, oh wow, you aid me, safe, have a good life.
Always begging me for nudes.
Oh, what?
Like, show me how you ride me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. Like, you won't even send me a picture of your face.
What?
You know, it's a two-way street.
Randolph said, here's the receipts. Here's the receipts.
Sick of them thinking they better cause they can rap, kick on the record. They light as a feather, I'm spitting that venom. Man, once
Hey, what's up,
they
Simpy?
gonna remedy when I'm my enemy. I'm taking over. I'm the devil on their shoulder. Way too sick, a bowler. I don't care about the speed. You're nothing to me. Look at I'm gunning for me. You can't compete with me. I'm a different beast on the mic. I'm a freak on the beat. I'm a geek. Rapping the flow with them easily. This my victory speech. New Testament, let me preach. Wash them out with that bleach. Anybody wanna get it? I guarantee you regret it, bitch.
That was wild. That is wild, huh? Man. I don't know. I think, guys, I think Randolph definitely bodied Deji in this one. I think they definitely got bodied. I think Deji definitely got bodied. I think his only good lines were about were attacking Randolph's relationship with his wife. But, bro, I think Randolph got him. Like, everything that Deji tried to hold over his head, except for the relationship stuff, Randolph was just like, yeah, okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. And everything he said, man, it was so brutal. And it felt so honest. Like, it just felt so honest. I think that's what was so crazy about it. It didn't feel like Randolph was putting on airs for a diss track. It just felt like he was literally just saying what he really thought about Deji. And just telling the truth. And, like, whether what he said was exactly true or not, it was definitely his real opinion on Deji. Like, you could tell he wasn't exaggerating or trying to write a diss track. Like, okay, I have to write a diss track. What can I exaggerate to sort of make them look bad? You could tell that this was just Randolph, like, going, okay, here's what I actually think of you. You know what I mean? And I think that's why everybody listens to it and they go, man, this is brutal. Like, that's why this is so brutal. But that being said, what do you guys think? What do you guys think in the comments down below? Honestly, in a lot of ways, I think this was the most brutal diss track we listened to. And it's interesting because, like, usually I'll say, like, oh, a diss track is good if it's funny. Randolph's diss tracks were not funny. They were not funny. And these ones were good because they weren't funny. They were just, like, honest. Honest, right? And Anish says, become a music reactor, you'll make bare money. The thing is, a lot of music reactors don't make any money. That's the thing, right? Because they get copyright claimed. But hey, what's up, bro? I don't know, man. I don't know. These diss tracks kind of made me sad because they felt so real, if that makes sense. But that's kind of what's good about it in a way. Deji's Anne Frank line was weird, man. I'm surprised he didn't get more hate for that. Just because that was such a tragedy. And that's such a tragedy to key on and use as a throwaway line like that. It's just strange. I'm surprised he didn't get more hate for that. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think I find it offensive. I just find it very disrespectful. Does that make sense? But, that being said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And let me know in the comments what other videos y'all want to see reactions to. I'm Wesley. Subscribe down below for more reactions. And have an absolutely beautiful day, guys. Y'all are amazing. Also, we do the reactions live on Twitch. Twitch.tv/TalkToWesley. If you want to jump over and hang out while we do the reactions live over there. That being said, take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.